Sam will encounter many horrors during the apocalypse as the world falls apart around him. But there is one true expression of pain, and that is Honko, the pink gumdrop of torture, the testicular-shaped harbinger of doom, the spherical messenger of the end times, the innocent-looking video game mascot of misery. The recent Look Outside 2.0 update added a lot of great new content to the game, and among that is an optional super boss, Honko. In this video, we'll talk about the encounter with him and how to find him. The first step is you'll want to make your way to Frederick's workshop, to the darkened room in the back of his apartment on the first floor. In the very back, on the right-hand side, on a table along the wall, you'll find a video game cartridge called Honko's Grand Journey. Pick it up and return to your apartment. There, you'll want to play the game, and you'll need to play it about 4 times until you get the Cash Sock skill. Playing the game, you'll learn the story of Honko and his grand journey. Honko's Grand Journey is a cute seafaring adventure game where you play as a little pink orb guy trying to rescue his family. Seems like it's about pirates. Throughout the game, Honko will sail the seas fighting off pirates as he rescues his children. Now, this description might make Honko seem sympathetic, heroic, and endearing, but don't let that trick you. This motherfucker is vicious, but we'll learn more about that soon. Play the game, learn the skill, and then we have to head back to the ground floor to the reception. I should add that if you have Joe in your party, he does join and play with you, and you have a cute little interaction where Joe takes care of the sailing and Sam takes care of the dueling. On the ground floor, you'll have to get past this locked door using the planet disk. You'll either need a combination of the Uranus and Earth disk or the Sun and Neptune disk to unlock the door. Go through it, and the only thing there is the unlabeled cartridge. If you try using the unlabeled cartridge on your gaming system at home, you'll receive a message that basically the game is glitched or corrupted and it's unplayable. But if you go next door to Stargazer's apartment, turn off the lights, go into the bathroom, and then go into the Meat World version of Sam's apartment, use the gaming console, and then use the unlabeled cartridge, Sam will be transported to Glitch World. Glitch World is a maze, but you only need to worry about it if you're going for the mask ending. You find one of the strange offerings here. Glitch World is kinda interesting because of the aesthetic. It's meant to resemble a corrupted or glitched out Nintendo game, which if you're my age, does have a certain nostalgia value, but navigation here is a pain. But finding Honko is actually pretty easy. From where you start, you're gonna want to take an immediate right. In the second room, you're gonna want to take a right again. Then you'll appear in the third room with a purple and red theme. Simply follow the path in this room to the other side and exit to the left. In this fourth room with a prominent red color theme, there's going to be a secret tile that has a different color theme that will appear only if you've completed Honko's Grand Journey. It's going to be a green color surrounded by blue tiles. It's going to be on screen now. Walk off of it downwards and you'll be walking on a secret path. Follow the path that's on screen now and exit to the left. And this will lead you to the screen where you can find Honko. Okay, so this is the moment. The grand confrontation. In my opinion, this is the hardest boss fight I've encountered in Look Outside. And I think I've gone after all the super bosses in the game. So be prepared. I recommend you only go after him once you're in the end game and you're at least level 15 with all the characters that you're bringing into the fight. The reward is rare candy that will permanently buff some stats, mostly your stamina and your health. Though if you beat him, you can pretty much beat anything in the game. So you're really doing it for the brownie points, but it is a fun fight. When you encounter Honko, he seems in distress. He doesn't appear to be the joyful, innocent video game mascot from Honko's Grand Journey. He appears distressed, confused, and lost. He doesn't appear to know where he is, and he's disoriented. The first few turns, he doesn't really attack, so you have a couple of rounds to either buff yourself or to just get some free hits in. The gumball from hell will have a wide range of dirty tricks that he can use on you. He'll be able to blind your party, induce panic, confuse, and he'll also be able to damage your party with different elemental attacks, such as acid and fire breath attacks. I used the anxiety meds on several of my party members to prevent them from being stunned or confused. And if all that wasn't bad enough, after a few turns, he'll mention that he doesn't feel so good and he feels disoriented, and then he'll split into 3, with each Honko being able to act independently. So he'll have that many more chances to inflict status effects on your party. A turn or so after that, he'll split again, and then there will be a total of 5 Honkos, which can all act and attack independently. They can all use their fire and acid attacks, and be able to blind, confuse, or induce panic. So collectively, it can be a barrage of attacks that you will have to actively work to negate and keep your party members healthy and clear of status effects. I do recommend using items and skills that can hit all enemies and that can also stun them. During the fight, my main strategy basically came down to using Teeth Storm. Joe was equipped with the coat of arms, which would sometimes give him 2 actions per turn, and I had most of the other characters constantly healing him. With some luck, Joe would sometimes be able to deliver close to 1,000 points of damage per turn. When possible, I had the other characters also try to do damage. I was using the Rat Baby with firearms, the Beast with her claws, and Sam using consumables. Once you're able to take out the first Honko, the fight starts to get a lot easier quickly. And at that point, the main one should be pretty low on health. Though at this point, I did burn through a large chunk of my healing items, which sucked, but I was able to get them. So there's that. Once you've done enough damage, Honko will start to inflate and pop like a piñata, throwing candy everywhere. Congratulations, you've beaten probably the toughest boss in the game. And with that, I end the video. Thank you for watching. Take care. If you have any questions about Look Outside, just drop them in the comments. Thank you very much, and later.